Hello and welcome to Business Insider with Mario Toneguzzi on Calgary's Business. Joining me today is Grace Yan, who is with Coldwell Banker Commercial in Calgary. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Mario. I'm happy to be here.
Let's talk a little bit about the state of business in Calgary right now and what is contributing to the woes that businesses are facing.
Yeah, so as you know, it changes daily because Trudeau keeps changing this, the process, the relief, weekly, daily. So everyone's confused. Businesses are confused. It's convoluted. It's quite a process. You have to qualify. So really, now there's another one that's coming out May 25th. So more details again. So even lawyers, accountants, we do these online meetings. Everyone's really confused because there is no real relief for these businesses. And it's a whole domino effect because in terms of, let's say, the leasing part, and understandably, landlords have commitments. So if there's no relief going down, it ends up to be a disaster. And that's what's happening in terms of the leasing. And without the proper support from all levels of government for businesses, leasing, taxes, it's not going to work, and they're not able to survive. And right now, there's a lot of businesses that are closing that we're seeing,
Let's talk a little bit about the retail sector. It's obviously been hit hard in the last few years because of recessions and because of obviously COVID now. What do you see as a future for retail, especially from the bricks and mortar standpoint?
So pre-COVID, the ratios weren't working with the leases for the malls, and so it was a struggle pre-COVID. And then so now the pandemic hit and they were all mandated to close. And so now we're seeing a lot of chains having to claim bankruptcy, solvency. And now they've reopened. Okay, Mario? But they're not able to even come back up. I think I've heard that even in different malls, only 20% are back. And so people aren't rushing to the malls, even though they're opened. Some people are divided. Either they're too scared or they feel it's too soon to go to the malls, to leave their house. And then there's the other side that's saying, let's just hurry up and get going with this. But in terms of the bricks and mortar, we're going to see a decrease in size in most of the spaces in the mall because everyone's now used to being online. Mm-hmm. Now, even though there's people that didn't want to be online, didn't know how to use this, would rather be going to the malls, were forced to do everything online. And now they're used to it. Now they're used to being online and they're saying, this is very convenient. Mm-hmm. I don't have to go to the mall. I don't have to find parking, and spend hours walking around looking for something when I can just do a quick search and it's all there with different prices. So we'll see the spaces and, smaller sizes, smaller staff even. The big, huge, box stores, I feel that's going to be, sort of on its way out.
When you look at different retailers, maybe different restaurants out there, what do you think is going to be the key for them to succeed in this environment? And obviously we've got a lot of challenges. They've got a lot of challenges with, with COVID, with recession, with a downturn in the economy, expenses, lots of costs. What are the keys to their success going to be?
So these big restaurants, big stores, obviously they're going to have some sort of playbook from the government, what they need to do. And again, that's complicated. What the staff has to do, what restaurants have to do in terms of the physical distancing. So in order to succeed, we need the really a real guide, a playbook that's concise, that's gonna be helpful for restaurants or stores, businesses, so no one's sort of going, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. And with reduced sizes, are we able going to even make it to open? And I think that's why a lot of stores right now, the box stores, they're still not open. Because if they're only allowed a certain capacity in the store, well they might as well stay closed. It doesn't make sense to open if they're not going to be able to even break even, and even these big restaurants. Mm-hmm. I'm hearing a capacity of 1,200. Even though your capacity is at 1,200, and let's say they're saying half at 600, they're saying, no, it's not 600. We're saying your capacity is going to be 100. With 100 capacity for a 1,200 seat restaurant, you're not going to open. It's not worth it. Mm-hmm. They're just saying, forget it. We're just going to close. It makes no sense.
When you look at consumers these days, how long do you think it's going to take for that consumer confidence to return, that they're going to be out there spending their money? We hear a lot, obviously a lot of people lost a lot of money through retirement savings and all that stuff. A lot of people lost their jobs, etc. How long is it going to take for consumers to come back and open up their wallets and spend again?
So the consumer confidence, or public confidence for that matter, is really dependent on our medical professionals that are setting the guidelines, the government, what they're actually portraying and advising the public. I mean, if our professionals, if our medical professionals are saying, oh my God, we're gonna die. Okay, how confident is the public gonna be? They're gonna be scared. So I think it's up to the leaders and professionals, and they need to give the proper guidance and a true medical reality of what really is happening here. Mm-hmm. And a true guideline of the opening dates, not this tentative. Again, this May 25th is tentative again. They're saying, we're still going to see how this curve is flattening. So, if we're hearing, yes, we're headed in the right direction and everything's going to be okay. We're not hearing this, Mario. Mm-hmm. Everything's going to be fine. Just be patient, and if we just write it out and follow these rules, we're going to open. Not this, maybe, but no, there's just so many deaths and, hospitals and, we're waiting for a vaccine. So really, we really have to, as leaders, give the confidence to the public. That's where it comes from.
I'm going to ask you a different question here, Grace, and more about yourself. I know you've captured a lot of awards and recognition in the last couple of years. Can you talk a little bit about what it's meant to you to win some of these, I think there's the Women of Inspiration Awards, and maybe outline for us what awards you have won?
Well, there's I don't mean to, brag, but there's a lot. It's a lot. I've been nominated for the Mount Royal Achievement Award, Alumni Achievement Award, which is the highest award that Mount Royal, gives out. and they haven't announced yet who's actually been awarded. But even to be nominated for that is really something. And you know, you don't know who nominates you. They just tell you you've been nominated. And yes, the Women of Inspiration, again, I was nominated and I was awarded the Women of Inspiration Inspire Award. And so really, I do appreciate and I'm honored that I'm able to inspire people, men or women, to really never give up, just work hard. And you know, my job, I don't call it a job, because really all I do is help people. And so, you know, when you're just wanting to just help, then all of that just comes, you know. It's never a goal to say, you know, I want to win a particular award. But what's rewarding to me is that, you know, people come to me for assistance, trust in me, in their businesses, and really the referrals I get just speaks for itself. You know, my work is mainly all referrals.
Okay, great. Thanks for joining us today, Grace.
Thanks, Mario.
That was Grace Yan, who is with Coldwell Banker Commercial in Calgary. This has been Business Insider with Mario Toneguzzi on Calgary's Business. Thanks for joining us today.